Monsieur le Président, il y a presque 2 mois que le ministre responsable des changements climatiques a lancé le 3e plan d'action climatique du Nouveau-Brunswick. Comme l'a illustré le carnage causé par l'ouragan Fiona, nous n'avons pas de défense côtière. Les communautés côtières du continent et les communautés insulaires de 6 îles du Nouveau-Brunswick, qui sont les plus menacées, doivent être défendues. Une évaluation des risques climatiques pour le Nouveau-Brunswick ne devrait être terminée qu'en 2025. Le ministre responsable des changements climatiques s'engagera-t-il à terminer l'évaluation des risques climatiques d'ici l'année prochaine, afin que des défenses côtières puissent être établies plus rapidement, Monsieur le Président?
Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the questions across the way. We certainly cannot come up with timelines today and move things ahead in that manner. I can't promise that. But what I can promise you is your money is going to the best places possible. All intergovernment departments are working together, along with the Atlantic provinces and with the federal government as well. And they're just off the COP27 here last week. I would say we're way ahead in Canada and in New Brunswick the way we're going. Regarding Fiona, devastating storm for sure, especially on the coastline. We can't fix it all overnight, but there are success stories too through our climate change action plan and where we're going. And the member beside you, Leader, would know that we met with the area mayor and some of the council this summer, along with DTI, and we're working together with a plan to move things ahead. We haven't forgotten about it. There's lots of work to be done, but we are working together to make things happen, and hopefully sooner than the date prescribed. Thank you.
Member for Fredericton-South and Leader of Party.
Mr. Speaker, just before COP27 got underway in Egypt, scientists announced that the world is going to breach the 1.5 degrees constraint for global heating. This means storms like Fiona are only going to get worse, and what happened to Port aux Basques is just a preview of what will become commonplace along our 5,500 kilometres of coastline. Mr. Speaker, we're facing down a climate calamity. The waters of the Bay Fundy and Gulf of St. Lawrence are rising faster than the minister is acting. New Brunswick's coastal communities and infrastructure remain undefended against erosion, against storm surges and coastal flooding, from Grand Manan to Sackville, from Grand Barachois to Chipigan, from Pok-Sudi to Eel River Bar, Mr. Speaker. We've got to see a climate plan that actually is going to deliver. We're not even going to see climate risk assessments completed until 2025 and coastal defence is implemented by 2027. Mr. Speaker, will the minister fast-track this to protect New Brunswickers and their communities?
Time member. Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you once again for the questions across the way. Certainly, climate change is happening. Can we change it all overnight? No. Can we stop the rain? Can we stop the wind? I'm working on it, member. COP27 taking place in Egypt from November the 6th to 18th. We were planning on going ourselves, but the cost was too great and we did need more greenhouse gases along the way to get there. But our staff did follow closely. We have a great staff in environment climate change. They're working closely, as I mentioned before, with the Atlantic provinces and federally as well. What you're speaking is a concern, national, international as well. But given the significant distance and the costs associated with the travel to COP27, we decided not to go there. Plus, the extra cost was too great. Although no New Brunswick delegates are attending the COP27 in person, I want you to know that New Brunswick is actively engaged with the Canadian delegation as well as our members in the Atlantic provinces. And I believe Nova Scotia has stayed home as well, as opposed to going. Our neighbours in Nova Scotia have taken a similar approach. Thank you.
The Deputy to Période.